Tracks by Mr. 45.
Hello, beautiful stars out there, earth, air, fire, and water. I hope everyone has been staying prayed up, blessed up, and doing what you do best. It is a beautiful, 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 nice rainy night out here in RainChildz Kornerz. And I just hope you all continue to do no other than what? Having and staying on your paths no matter what. All right, beautiful people. How's everyone been doing? I hope everyone's been doing great, great, great. And I am just here to tell you, and had to come straight on through, that the Most High wanted to let a few of you out there know sometimes a tiny little bitty small delay, or maybe a big one, whichever case you know that you might either resonate with if you have them or if you don't. Sometimes something might be stopped, and then a whole nother door opens just because that one particular thing was stopped. And so with that being said, you know, God Almighty wants you to know that if something was not delayed or stopped for you, you would not even have the next opportunity of that beautiful door that flew right wide open.
Facts
you
on
wouldn't
facts.
have had that opportunity because you would not have been in the mind state to either been, looking in that direction. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have even been looking in that direction. Hold on, let me fix this. Okay. Make sure I get this all right. Here is what I'm always focused on. Right here. Okay. Yeah, right here. All right. But yeah, you wouldn't have even been focused on that. You wouldn't have been looking to do anything else. Sometimes you just need a little push. Okay. So, yeah. That's happened to me a few times, and I also had to go through that, recently with something, that I had to deal with. It really wasn't even nothing to really deal with, because as soon as one door closed that needed to be closed, because, you be feeling a certain way, you might not even, whatever the case may be. I'm not going to really go all into the detail of it because, it's totally irrelevant, but I'm just doing giving you an example. It might have been a certain church you might have, been going to, and, you didn't no longer want to go to that church no more. You know what I'm saying? Because you felt like it was irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? There was nothing they could teach you. It could have been a job that you didn't want to go to. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe the church or whatever ended up closing. And it's like, oh, okay, great. Now I ain't got to go to this place no more. Or you might have even got fired from your job. You know what I'm saying? And it was like a freaking blessing, because you hated the job. You did not like the vibes or none of that. You detested every single thing about it. You know what I'm saying? It could be a certain store, like the only store in your town. You know what I'm saying? That you could go to because you live in this little itty bitty small town. And then, they finally just built this beautiful other store across town. You know what I'm saying? Now you don't have to go to that little itty bitty store that ain't got what you want in there, ain't got what you need. You know what I'm saying? Some things are shut, you know what I'm saying, with the intentions on letting you elevate to be blessed upon blessings. And that is what, happened with me. You might have thought this was okay. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, But then you got this, and it was like, what in the world, what in the hell was I doing?
God knows what is best.
It's it's amazing how things always turn out, because God looks out for his peoples. You know what I'm saying? If some need to test the bounds of reality, child, and let them do it, so be it. But you keep moving forward. Keep moving forward, because you are blessed beyond blessed. Just blessed beyond blessed. You know what I'm saying? And we don't even have to go into any of that discussion, you know what I'm saying? Because it's done and over with. And if you are going through anything, you know, that you feel like is just too hard for you to bear, and anything that, you know, you just can't go through, I mean, seriously, pray to your higher authority, God Almighty. Pray to your higher authority about it. You know, don't just sit there and suffer and think you're there alone and think that you can't get through it, because you can. All right. And so we're going to take a peek and look on into what's going to be happening for the rest of the week. And yes, now that I have set schedule, now I will be back on track and be back on here like I'm supposed to. All right, excuse me, I had to answer that. Hold on one second. Let me go on ahead and clear for some communication. Excuse me. Let me clear any kind of negative energy on your behalf and mine, because your girl's been out and about. Thank you, Spirit. And I've already cleansed my hands. Thank you. All right, nothing but the highest light, God Almighty, archangels, ancestors. Evil is never welcome here. Thank you, Spirit. See what God Almighty, archangels, and your beautiful ancestors have to say to you. Okay? Yeah, so don't be dwelling, because you have a lot to look forward to. Okay? Just always keep the faith. Okay? That's right. That's right. You have the tool of Raphael here. You know, always keep the faith. You know what I'm saying? It says 2 hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. Kindred spirits, don't give up on those, you know, you love. So never give up on the people, you know, things or whatever, people, places, and things. On, you know, don't give up on those things if that's something you love. You know, it don't have to necessarily be, you know, another person, you know what I'm saying? Because your other half is your person too. You know what I'm saying? You know, collaborating with your inner self, your higher self is your person. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, don't give up on those things. You know what I'm saying? Just because, you know, you might have felt let down on a couple of things, it doesn't mean that, you know, it's all over with. It's just not like that, you know. You know, being young, you know what I'm saying? Being like a little teenager or something like that, and you go through something, then, you know, you feel like, oh my God, it's the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's understandable. You know what I'm saying? But when you have the knowledge of knowing what in the world is backing you, and I'm talking about teenager-wise as far as ones who are not awakened and ones who are not understanding exactly what's going on in this world. You know what I'm saying? You're dead asleep. You know, it's understandable that you're going to feel like that. But when you know what you have behind you, and you know you have a higher self and a God Almighty, nothing can stop you. Strength. That was the second card that came out. And you saw me shuffle these. You know, strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence, forgiveness. You know, forgive any and everything to ever come against you. You know what I'm saying? And in some cases, sometimes you don't want to forgive. You know what I'm saying? But do it for yourself, because forgiveness for your well-being and for yourself is for your higher self. You know what I'm saying? Forgive. And no, you ain't never got to forget, but forgive and keep it moving forward. And you're strong enough to deal with anything that comes your way. I know in some cases, I'm not talking about every single thing. I'm just talking about life in general, just like little, the things, the trials and tribulations and the things we have to go through. You know what I'm saying? You get me. And then, we have Archangel Azrael. You know what I'm saying? It says, release the past. There is more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. You see that? Peace. Be at peace, honey. Come together, collaborate, and love, and come together with your higher self. Know you are strong. You have whatever you need all around you, and be at peace. Because know that new things are coming. And I do understand, we just had that little eclipse, you know what I'm saying? And I hope everyone use that wisely and, release the things that no longer serve you. If it's a thought process or whatever the case may be, I hope you released it. And if you haven't done so, you still have time to do that. You can always release unwanted energies that you don't want in your life. I'm going to put it like this. Back in the day, in our ancestor days, they didn't have to.
We don't really go by the moon.
You know what I'm saying?
Cycle, we just do what we're guided to do for our higest.
All that stuff, because they did not have time to do that. You know what I'm saying? When they chose to do something, when it came down to ritualistic practices and stuff like that, they just did it. Think about that, okay? When it comes to your lineage, you know what I'm saying? My people's, our lineage, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going to put it like that. We didn't go by moon cycles. We were not.
We walk by our soul. We feel
meant to
when
go by moon cycles.
do what is right for us.
We do it when we feel like doing it. We do it when we're told to do it by our, ancestors, you know what I'm saying? When we get downloads and stuff like that. There is no time limit for us.
When you vibe high in the light.
Act on doing something that is best for us. Okay? Period, point blank. Alright, what else? God almighty. Yeah. We didn't wait, y'all. We didn't have time for that. Be waiting on no full moon and all this and that and the other. Child boo. That's craziness. Get one more card, please. We did not have to wait. One more card, please. Ooh, that flew.
Listen to your soul. Just listen. What do you hear?
And then we have the page of Ariel. Reliable, clever, educated, and balanced. An excellent opportunity will be offered to you. Scholarships or the pursuit of education. Time to get to work. So, there are going to be some new things coming forward. You know what I'm saying? It could have been possibly some things that you might have even been waiting on. Maybe a certain type of education. It could be any kind of education. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be in the specific education when it comes to like colleges and schools. Pick a book up. Pick up a book. Go to the library. Learn something there perhaps. Or, go to your next holistical stores and pick up some more books there. Or just go outside and get grounded and sit with yourself and listen deeply. And learn from nature. Learn from Mother Nature.
I always say she is the best at teaching.
Because back in the day, hate to bring it up, but we weren't even allowed to read. But yet we had knowledge and power. Okay? Think about that.
Facts.
All right, the 5 of Ariel. You don't need to go through any current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. So don't be thinking negative because you don't need to go through it alone. You're never alone. I always say this. You're never alone. I always say this. You are never alone. Believe me when I tell you this. You're never alone.
One more
Pray
time.
to
You
your
are never
higher
alone.
self. God Almighty first and foremost. Always first and foremost. I might not say everything in order, but I do mean what I say when it comes to God Almighty. First and foremost, speak to your higher self. Thank your higher self for where you're going to be in your, present, your next phase in life, your future. Tell yourself you love yourself. You know what I'm saying? And also speak to your ancestors and the archangels, because they're always around. They're in you, around you, and they're
Do not
everywhere.
neglect. Always
Period.
be thankful.
You get what I'm saying, okay? I'm sure you do. All right, Ace of Raviel. A positive new opportunity experience, fulfilling romantic relationship, deep and lasting spiritual insight. A positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, deep and lasting spiritual insight. It could be possibly some type of new romantic interest that might be popping into your life. I just hope you've been doing the work and done the work so you don't miss this opportunity. New opportunities are coming when it comes to emotional, fulfilling romantic relationships. And so that could possibly go along with this. This message can go any kind of way. You take what applies, you leave the rest. You could be getting that 1111 because you've been doing the work. Keep your strength. Be at peace, with this situation that's coming, and don't be afraid. You know what I'm saying? This could be someone who could help push you to the next level. They could also be on your level and be in your background circle to, your background circle as far as you and your ancestors and all that, and be there with you, to help you go through some things. I'm not saying that it's going to be like a person that's going to come through and try to save you. You know what I'm saying? Because you basically, the people who are listening to this message, you basically been on this journey long enough where you're doing the work for yourself. So you don't need nobody to save you. You've already been doing the work to save yourself, because your strength is what's within you. And this is going to be a deep, lasting, spiritual, loving person. That's what I just heard. A deep, lasting, loving person. Lasting meaning they're going to be there for the long haul. Probably to the end. 1111. That's what I keep hearing is 1111. So this is going to be someone who's been wanting to be there with you. They've been manifesting you, and you have been manifesting them. And this is the energy that I'm channeling right now. This is someone who's been looking for, I just heard, a gal like you. Yes, so this is for a divine feminine, and this is a male. So I'm going to use the Empress in You. It's a deck that I created, and I'm going to see what else. All right. Nothing but the highest light, God Almighty, archangels, ancestors, evil is never welcome. And I want to see what they see in you. Okay. Because this done did a whole switcheroo, child. You might have been feeling really alone. But there are some new things that are coming forward, okay? Oh my goodness. Lord have mercy. Yeah, and I'm going to have to use this deck too, because this was in here and that shouldn't even been in there. Okay. All right, so let me get one more card, please. Okay, it says your intuitive mind will know more than you speak on. Your intuitive mind will know more than you speak on. Yet you talk a lot. You still keep your keys between the empresses. All right. So this person knows you don't talk a whole lot. You do speak. And you speak with a lot of knowledge, but they know that you know more than what you're talking about, basically. Because you keep what you need to keep between the empresses, which the empresses is your sisterhood, your other, your soul tribe. Okay. And what else they like about you is they saying that you have the power to uplift. You have the power to uplift. That's another thing that they like about you. You have the power to uplift others. They like the fact that this person knows that you're protected, so they like the fact that you are protected at all times. Angels surround and protect you at all times. And if you didn't know this, now you do. Okay? Responsibilities came out. So they know that you have a lot of responsibilities in it, and they know you take care of them no matter what. So technically they already know they're not going to be coming in being like a Captain Save-A-Ho. You know what I'm saying? Because they know you've already been working on yourself. Okay? Oh, Spirit. And you're always full of fresh and new ideas. And they like that about you because they know you are the Empress. Okay? What else, Spirit? Yeah. Don't nobody like no old dull person that just want to just lay up and have sex all the time and be taking pictures of their genitals and sending them. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody care about that. You know what I'm saying? Not this day and age. I mean, there might still be some old freaks out there like that, but y'all boo. It's about what's in your mind, the conversation, honey. You gotta have some kind of conversation. Some feel you were competing, trying to outdo them, yet you were only being you, outgoing. They like the fact that you're outgoing, and they know that other people think that you was trying to compete with them, and you really was not. You're just being yourself. And that's what they like about you. You're being yourself. And that's a shame if people really do think you're trying to compete with them. You know what I'm saying? That's a mess. Honey, the only competition that I'm in is with myself because I got to outdo the person I am today, tomorrow. Child, please. I got time for that mess. Be worried about somebody else, honey. I ain't got time to be worried about none of that. And that's what I just heard the ancestors say. They just said, child, you ain't never lied. You got to be worried about yourself. You don't have the energy to be worried about nobody else, and I feel that. The people who are here on this channel that is watching this, they are worried about themselves, and they are doing things for themselves. They're not worried about the next person. When you walk out of someone's life, I'm hearing this. When some of you walk out of people's lives, you don't even look back. You keep it pushing forward because you know you got to keep up with yourself and what you're building for yourself and your family. What else, Spirit? And they're asking, do you even realize how beautiful and unique you truly are? That is affirmative. You see that? Do you even realize how beautiful and unique you are? Do you realize that? Talking to you there. You're beautiful and unique beyond words. Especially when you're working on yourself and you're uplifting yourself and you're trying to help uplift others. You're divinely guided. I just heard the most beautifulest thing in this world. And look what's on the bottom of the deck. Born with beauty and brains. Acknowledge. Not only are you beautiful, you're smart too. And I also heard, and powerful. And it's the next one. Funny and loving. And the depth of your intellect is like art all on its own. The Empress has a unique way with words and knowledge. If they show no interest, you won't waste your time on deeper ocean floors. You see that? Absolutely flawless and beautiful. Yes, because some of you have been, some people have been trying to push you down to the ground and hurt you or whatever because they probably thought that you was trying to compete with them when you only competing with yourself. It's amazing the things that people do to hurt another person, to try to hurt another person. And then they try to turn around and try to make it like, well, it's their own fault. They shouldn't have done this or done that. You know what I'm saying? When actually, they're the ones who caused all the problems to begin with. Because some people can't go and live their everyday normal lives without drama. And actually, some people actually listen too hard. Don't even know what the hell they be talking about. Be listening too damn hard. And so I'm going to pull from The Boss Speaks, okay? And see what else this person is coming into your life has to say to you, okay? Nothing but the highest light. God Almighty, Archangels, Ancestors. Evil is never welcome here. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Spirit. Ooh, that was quick, yeah. Let me just go ahead and get a few of these out. Ooh. All right. All right, now. Big mug coming out quick. All right, dude. Come on.
A chatterbox he is.
Let's play it. All right, dude. All right. What else you got to say? Hold on. What was that? That was a flipper. Okay, it didn't come out. Oh, there we go. It came right out anyway. Okay, see what this boss has to say to you. Four more cards, please, Spirit. Thank you. More cards, please. Three. Two. And one more, please. Thank you. And if I need to pull some more, I sure will. Oh, there we go. All right, let's hear this conversation, okay? It says, I had a dream of you. You were in my arms finally. We were blessed by the divine. So this is someone who's on your level, and they're letting you know that your union will be blessed by the divine. So possibly it's going to be the divine that's going to be pushing you two together. And yeah, the divine is going to be pushing you two together. So this is not just for divine feminines, you know what I'm saying, but mainly for divine feminines. But if you resonate with this message, then it's for you too. Okay, I just heard a male Aquarius is actually going through this. Okay, if that resonates with anyone. It says, you never knew I was watching you. You had no clue. So this person has been watching you from afar, possibly, or been watching you and you did not even know. Maybe they seen you and just instantly knew that you were their person. Okay. It says, I would love you in any shape, on any planet, with any past. You are beautiful. So they don't care. They'll take you any kind of way. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? This person knows what you've been through. They know you possibly went through a lot in your past. They don't care. They don't even care what planet you come from. They just want to love you. Isn't that beautiful? Pretty soon you're going to look back and laugh. You did the work on yourself alone. No one had to tell you, to change. You did this because you had self-love and discipline. Past pain, abuse, loss, being in the Three of Pentacles, you know what I'm saying? Still you rise. I admire so much about you. I see myself in you. So this person knows that, you've been through so much. Loss, pain, everything. But yet you still rised and you still worked on yourself. And that's what they like about you so much, because they see themselves in you, because they did the work on themselves, and they also had to go through the same thing and went through the same thing. Beautiful. You see that, don't you? Pause it if you want to read it. Okay. I will never doubt anything you say or do. So this is not going to be one of those people like when you get ready to go to the store and you come back and you buy 30 minutes later or something like that. They're not going to be doubting you, drilling you and this and that and the other, like you're a typical psychopath or whatever. That's like, where you been? Why was you gone too long? No, that mess is over with. They'll never doubt you. To start a life with you will be a wish fulfillment more than anything I have ever accomplished in my life. Oh my God. So this is going to be like a major accomplishment for this person, to start a life with you. Because when you come together with somebody, especially if it's an 11-11 type of person, your flame, your lover, the past love, or whatever the case may be, or, your soulmate, that is a major, accomplishment, because a lot follows with that. You're basically merging two lives to become one. You are always winning because you are blessed. No matter what happens, you keep it real. Never becoming bitter. You know what I'm saying? Divine path, you staying on your divine path. You are a true Empress with the highest, with the highest priestess. Meaning that you are the highest priestess. You are, an Empress, and you're also the high priestess. And they know this about you because they know who you are and what you're about. You know what I'm saying? Who in the hell would not love to be with you? So they're saying, who in the hell would not want to be with a person like you? And you can pause this and read it. I'm having a little trouble because this light here is making it difficult to see. You know what I'm saying? And I designed this too, by the way, with the help of another male. Okay. You belong to me and no one else. So this person knows that you belong to them and no one else. And that's just absolutely beautiful. And I just had to pull this card that was on the top, and I'm also going to take the one on the bottom, and it says you will never be taken for granted. They'll never take you for granted. And I also heard you know who they are. Some of you know who this person is, and some of you don't. Will you learn to trust me? They want to know, will you learn to trust them? I want us to take time to learn to get to know each other. They want to prove their love to you. So this person wants to prove their love to you, and they want you to take the time to get to know each other. Okay? So that was a nice little twist, was it not? Started out with you being disappointed about something, to knowing that everything is going to be all right and it's divinely guided, to knowing that love is coming into your life because someone sees who you really are. Someone knows, you know, you are that Empress. And this deck is called the Empress and You. You can check out the link below. And this one's called The Boss Speaks. All right. And I was just told to pull from the Archangel's Guiding Light Oracle and get a few cards that you might need. Okay. All right. Nothing but the highest light, God Almighty, Archangels, ancestors. Evil is never welcome here. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Let me get these out the way. And then I will be pulling a page from the book. And I will also be doing my last but not least, this right here. Y'all know what it is. All right. Nothing but the highest light, God Almighty, Archangels, ancestors. Evil is never welcome here. Thank you, Spirit. 2 more. Wait a minute, this is a whole mess. Let me get this. Alright. Nothing but the highest light, God Almighty, Archangels, ancestors, evil is never welcome here. Thank you, Spirit. 2 more, please. 1 more, please. Good. All right, Archangel Ariel, remember a few times you stepped outside for fresh air and all of a sudden the wind blew very strong. It gave you a little fright. Just remember, it's Archangel Ariel. This is how she communicates using nature. Have you seen hummingbirds lately? And they want to know, have you been seeing hummingbirds? If you have, she's asking us to help take care of Mother Earth. You know, help take care of Mother Earth. If you see trash and stuff like that places, or, you know, little bitty critters being neglected or whatever the case may be, you know, if it's really, really hot outside where you may be located at, put some water outside, you know, throw a little sprinkler on, you know, pick up some little trash or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Take this how you need to take it, all right? If you have faith and believe, nothing can stop you. Keep looking up and keep smiling. We always talk about this. 333. The connection between the master teachers on spirit 33, mind, body, and spirit is 3. Know when you see this number 2 that they are around you. Okay? Told to pull a few more. flipper. There we go. Did I get another one? Alright, there we go. That one's flipped over and I'll read these. There we go. Never forget where you came from and how your journey started. So no matter what, don't forget this. Because you're possibly headed somewhere where you never thought that these doors that you could actually possibly walk through, this place where you actually thought you would be, you never thought you could make it there. At least not in this lifetime, but you're going places. Those cold chills you get from time to time be angels. And remember that. And that goes along with the wind blowing with Archangel Ariel. You know, some things are destroyed for your highest good to rebuild a solid foundation that will last. Some things are just not meant to be. You know, like we were speaking about earlier in the reading. You know, some doors are closed so beautiful other doors can open. Because never forget where your journey, you know, where you came from and how your journey started. That's letting you know that you're about to walk through some doors, or already walking through some doors you never thought you was going to walk through. And then when you're walking through these doors, if anything don't feel right, just let it be. If you must feel pressure to do anything you don't want to do, don't do it. Always listen to your intuition first. So if there's something you don't want to do, no, you ain't got to do it. You ain't got to do nothing you don't want to do. Always listen to your intuition on anything, and don't ever be pressured into doing anything you don't want to do. You have the right to say no to anything. Because do know, honey, sky's the limit.
Limitless.
Remember that. I'm not pulling, but I'm going to just flip this book. It says, kind heart, fierce mind, brave spirit. I used to do this way back when I first started doing these readings, so I just wanted to, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay. It says, normal is not something to aspire to, it's something to get away from. And you see that? You know what I'm saying? Being normal is something you want to get away from. You need to be yourself, period. Hold your head and your standards high, even as people or circumstances try to pull, you down. And you see that? We were speaking of all this earlier. Be yourself. And when people try to pull you down, child, just keep your head up, period. You know who you are. All right, and so we're going to do ask a question. I'm about to say pick a question. All right, y'all. All right, so ask your question. Let me make sure this thing is straight because it be doing stuff. All right, make sure it's straight. All right, nothing but the highest light, God Almighty, archangels, ancestors, evil is never welcome here. Thank you, Spirit. All right, and be sure to ask your question. It's going to be a yes or no question. So whenever you get yourself ready and centered, take some deep breaths. Ask your question. Ready? 3, 2, 1. I'm going to redo that because I should have had this sitting down. I shouldn't have been holding it. All right. We're going to redo that. But anyway, if you want to take that answer, you can. It just says always. So whatever you asked the first time, it was always, but I'm going to redo it over. Therefore, we'll be doing 4. All right. Instead of 3. Ready? Ask your question. 3, 2, 1. And we got ourselves a maybe. See here? Maybe was right here. So we'll be doing another one. Ask your question. And that is a no. So whatever you ask this time, that is a no. Okay? You see that? You know, right there. It was right here. Okay, we're gonna do 2 more. Go ahead. Ask your question. We will be redoing this. This is maybe. Redo. Ask your question. Maybe again. Okay. All right. Ask it again because I've got another maybe. All right. 3, 2, 1. Ask your question. And that, my friend, is a never, never. Okay? So whatever you asked, that was never. You see it's right here. And you see it there. Never. Okay? Then we're going to do one more. All right? Ask your question. Okay? 3, 2, 1. Ask your question. And that, my friend, was another never. All right. So you got your answers, okay? And that was another never on that one. Okay. I just hope each and every one of you guys have a beautiful rest of your night. Okay. And give your girl a big fat thumbs up. If you got any questions, comments, whatever the case may be, put them in the comment section below. I don't bite bites. I will answer. And sleep tight.
The ancestors are true. I deleted what they said. If you know, you know.
And I will be back on here. And so, like I said, I have a beautiful, nice, beautiful, lovely schedule. And so I will be now able, my doors have opened, so now I'll be able to do all the beautiful things that I've been speaking of doing. Okay? And I love each and every one of you guys. And don't forget to give your girl a big fat thumbs up, like, share, subscribe. Deuces.